Hello, and welcome to the show. My name is Serena, and I went from Switzerland to New York for 2 days, then came back and only spent $500. So this is that vlog. It all started when my mom met Swiss International Airlines and decided to become a flight attendant. One of the many perks of having a parent working for an airline is that you sometimes get to fly to places with them for basically free, also in business class. So that's what I did. That's exactly what I did. So here's the game plan. My mom would land in New York City on Sunday evening. Toby and I, Toby's my boyfriend by the way, we decided to fly there a day early so we had more time to explore the city. So we actually arrived on Saturday night. But we would go back with my mom, which was on Monday. So basically, our trip would end on Tuesday noon in Switzerland, and it started on Saturday morning, Switzerland.
Good morning. I couldn't go to sleep yesterday night. I think it's because my nose is a little bit closed up. It's now 9 o'clock and I have like 2 hours to pack and get ready. My nail broke. We're off to a great start.
We took the train from where we live to Zurich, and we had to get an early start because we had to get a negative COVID test result so we could travel to the United States of America. Be safe. We then had lunch on the go and went to the airport where we checked in, went through security, and finally waited at the gate to board our flight. So I could actually fly business class since my mom could book family members cheaper and stand by. But Toby had to go back to economy class because he's not a family member. He still got a discount though, so I'm telling you, flying business class is great. You get tons of food and you can like rearrange your seat so you can sleep and even get a massage. So about 4.5 hours into the flight, my compassion with Toby kicked in. So we decided to switch places so he could experience that business class life. And I got to sit back in economy class, scrunched in between a fatty and a snorri. I had 2 seats for myself. I shouldn't complain. And after 8 hours of flying, we finally landed in the United States of America. Newark, to be precise.
Nice.
And guess who picked us up? My good friend, Paul. Now, some of you guys might remember Paul from my Hong Kong vlogs where we initially met and became really good friends. But Paul actually decided to visit his family in New Jersey back in August, and he just never went back to Hong Kong. It's kind of hard to get back into Hong Kong, so can't blame him.
So we landed in Newark and Paul was so friendly to pick us up, and now we're at his house. And he decorated it very beautifully. How beautiful it is. He got a fireplace, a fake Christmas tree, but I mean, it's pretty. Wow, cozy. And we also do have some ginger beer to drink, which I never had before. But it's really tasty. It's a little bit spicy.
Cheers.
Cheers. Ha! Look who's back in the vlogs.
So excited to have this kid in America.
Yeah.
I would just like to shout out Paul's decoration skills because I really appreciated them.
Look how cute that is. And it's from 1993. It's older than us. It's older than me. Look how cute. Brings me right into Christmas mood.
Paul's family was so nice to let us stay there for the night. And the next day, we got to explore New Jersey. The next morning, he took us around the neighborhood and we went to Cheesquake State Park. That's not cheesecake, that's not earthquake, that's Cheesquake.
Hello. Guten Morgen.
Guten Morgen. Here's a lake where people apparently go swimming in summer. A lot of frost.
The sun very.
And after that, we headed to find a breakfast place. But first, obviously, we got some geography lessons from Paul.
That connects Staten Island to Brooklyn. So those buildings you can see on the other side are Brooklyn, and then Manhattan is obviously where all those big towers are. This is
A restaurant in a church. So
New
great.
Jersey's best diner. So this is where we're headed for breakfast.
Yay! What is this place called?
It's called the Broad Street Diner.
And what's the town?
The town is called Keyport.
Keyport.
The breakfast did not disappoint. I loved it.
Talk about an American breakfast. Oh, this is very American, isn't it?
It's
very good. Guys, look, I found a little bit of Hong Kong in New Jersey.
And after breakfast, we wanted to go to the beach. But first, we actually visited the Twin Lights. They were a bit on a hill, so you could very beautifully see over the beach.
So New York City is back there. This is the beach. They call it Sandy Hook, you said?
Yeah,
Okay.
Twin Lights.
Twin Lights.
And then we finally went to the beach.
This was a proving ground. This is, if you can imagine where we are geographically, this was a very important spot to protect the United States, especially New York Harbor being right here. So the U.S. Army has been here for hundreds of years.
First, it was more of a smaller beach where we kind of goofed around a bit.
Ska du mal vinka? Cute. Gump. Yay!
And then we actually went to the beach. Well, it took us like 10 minutes to get there, so it was totally worth it though.
Now, unfortunately, we really have to start heading home.
Oh God. Took the whole beach with me.
And on the way back, we passed some reindeers. So Santa, if you're watching this, your reindeers are on a beach in New Jersey. I'm not sure what they're doing there, but thought you might want to know. Did you send them on vacation? Since this was a very spontaneous trip, Paul already had plans on Sunday, so Toby and I decided to hop on the train from Aberdeen, Matawa to Manhattan, so we could go and explore Manhattan for ourselves. But first, we had to get the PCR test done. The Swiss government recently was like, you know, we kind of have a lot of COVID numbers here. Maybe we should do something about that. Let's restrict travelers from coming into Switzerland that easily. You know, that will kind of like shut them up. Let's make them do PCR test 2 or 3 days before they fly back to Switzerland. That costs them $200 and isn't even worth the result because you still have 3 days to get COVID. Pretty sure that's how the meeting went. The staff at the medical center was really nice and it cost us $190. There were no taxes involved for some reason. After that, we quickly dropped off our luggage at the hotel. Then we had a very, very good snack. And finally, we went to explore Central Park.
We made it to Central Park. It's already night though, so we got a beautiful view.
We walked all the way from 96th Street to 59, which is like at the bottom left of Central Park. If you're from New York, you know the language. People only talk in streets. My aunt lives at 44th Street, 6th Avenue, and everybody knows where that is. Being a taxi driver in this city must be so easy. We looked around the Christmas market on 59th Street a little bit and then slowly made our way to Times Square. We also found some funny plants.
What are those? Seriously, water them.
Then we looked around Times Square a bit, which was actually really exciting because I think somebody got like stabbed or shocked. There was a lot of police there. And I found a sock shop. What can I say? I'm a sucker for it. Since Times Square was really cramped, we decided to make our way to the Rockefeller Center, which had a beautiful Christmas tree. And then we took the subway to Chinatown.
Love is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two.
I was really excited to go to Chinatown because I've heard so much about it. Like, so many people told me that it's basically a piece of China put into New York. And since I've been really missing Hong Kong, I was trying to get a little bit of nostalgia back. I've also heard that it can be a very isolated place where like people don't even speak English. In fact, the next day, 2 Asian ladies sat in the subway next to us and they handed us like a paper asking whether they would go the right direction in English. And the paper was like really old, so I assumed they were using it for quite a while, and they couldn't speak English very well. Now I couldn't help them because I was very confused with the subway myself, but I'm pretty sure they're fine. So we went for dinner with my mom, who had arrived by then, and Paul. And the place was called Chinese Tuxedo. Tuxedo. This place has the best burrata I have ever eaten. I know what you're thinking. A Chinese place that serves burrata? What? You should try it. You know, you should really try it. It's good. You should try it, give it a go. So the burrata was like served with a peanut sauce, which is why it made it so tasty. All the menus of the restaurants really were amazing. They were a bit of reimaginations of Chinese traditional cuisine. And I loved it. It was so modern and delicious, tasty. The personnel was absolutely amazing. Great experience. Can absolutely recommend. After dinner, we went back to the hotel and we slept, and that's day 1. So I will stop the video here just because I feel like it will get too long if I put day 1 and 2 into one video. But if you want to see how much I actually spent on the trip, like in a detailed version, I will talk about that in my second video. And also make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. Comment down below how I should rename my channel, please, because I feel like Serena in Hong Kong is not very appropriate anymore since I'm not in Hong Kong and I'm really at a loss here. Just please let me know, please. Okay, other than that, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys are having a good day. Yeah, stay safe, don't catch COVID, and also Merry Christmas. I'm not sure if this video goes up before Christmas, but if it did, Happy Christmas, and if not, Happy New Year. There's always a reason to celebrate. Okay, and remember, somebody loves you. Huh? Yeah, it's not me, but somebody. Okay, bye.